everyone, good morning, happy Tuesday, and welcome to another Morning Verses with Mike. I'm going to be talking about a little bit of work today. This was requested by Chris Hill, so I thought I would kind of get started. I'll probably talk about this for a day or two because I think it's something that's really good. I think the Bible talks about work and laboring as something that is good. I do also think that the Bible, I know that the Bible talks about rest as something that is good as well. So this morning I'm going to be sharing from the book of Proverbs and what this book is about. As with every morning while we're getting restarted here, we're reading from Every Man's Bible. It's a New Living Translation version. It's a study Bible, has a few kind of side notes and some additional information here, which I really enjoy. So Proverbs, what this book is about: wisdom based on God's trust. It offers an additional perspective down here. It talks about wisdom. Proverbs is a handbook for men and for training boys to be men. It warns about sexual sin, drunkenness, greed, power grabbing, work. It shows the benefits of wisdom and points us to the source of God's wisdom. So this morning we're reading from Proverbs chapter 14, verse 23. And it says simply, work brings profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. I'll read that again. Work brings profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. And I think that's a really simple and straightforward and strong statement. Work always leads to a profit. When you have a good work ethic and you are working on something diligently and hard, it should lead to a profit. And biblically, it even says that profit is okay. So when we're talking about business, if you are providing value, if you're working and at the end of the day, profit is an okay thing, but you have to actually do stuff. It actually takes action to do the work, right? You've heard the saying, talk is cheap. Well, so are the rewards for talk. They're cheap. There's not a good return for just saying you're going to move mountains, right? Hey, what we're going to do, we're going to move mountains, right? We're going to go do this and everything's going to rock and roll. And then people come to check out what it is that you've done and they say, what are you doing? You say, well, we're planning to move mountains. You don't get paid for planning. You don't get paid to talk about it. You profit, you benefit when they're actually moved, right? When there's actually action taken, when they call in the dump trucks in your life, so to speak, to start getting a move on. Now, I mentioned the other day, and I at the time I wasn't talking about this verse, but I think it is so fitting. People are constantly, and especially right now in business and sales and industry, people are constantly talking about what they're going to do. And it's so easy because everything online gives people a forum to do that. People are constantly talking about it. And one of the things I mentioned, I think I posted it on my Facebook as well, and said, don't just talk about it, be about it. It takes the action along with what you're saying you're going to do. Saying is a start and planning is a start, yes. But at some point, you've got to do. Now, mostly, this simple verse, I do believe it's referring, and where it's hitting me this morning, it's referring to dollars and material items, right? Profit being the material items, being the reward. But keep in mind, hard work is often rewarded for things like time and gifts and status and wisdom. When you put in hard work, sometimes you'll put in work thinking you're going to achieve one thing and you don't. Maybe you fail at it, but what knowledge did you gain from that actual attempt instead of just talking about the attempt? And sometimes with the intangible, you have the ability to give or offer even more in areas where it's needed from what you may have learned. So I'm going to read that one more time. It's Proverbs 14:23 for the people that are popping in here at the tail end. And by all means, we're doing this live. I'm doing this live. You can always go back and rewatch it. That would be fantastic. Proverbs 14:23 says, work brings profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. So you got to do stuff. It takes work, and work will be rewarded. So thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. As always, if you have a verse that's impacting you, please by all means share it, tag me in it. Love to participate with you on your journey through the Bible or through the day or through the week. Share that information in the sidebar, share your comments, tag a verse that is impacting you. If this video has impacted you, please give it a thumbs up. I would love if you would share it on your social media, and let's get the word out, right? Morning Verses with Mike. Join me every morning, 6:15 a.m. Mountain Time. And until we speak next, today, Tuesday, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.